I've always thought that I wanted to teach in urban settings, and living in Indiana, I've had little exposure to urban schools and urban children, so I thought this was a wonderful experience to come in and work for the 16 weeks in an urban setting and without getting into a contract and kind of getting your feet wet.
When I heard about this program, it just seemed like a perfect fit for me because it's something I could try out without being on contract, and which is an experience I could never have anywhere else. And also, it's just I'm being placed in an amazing school, but it's inner city. I'm getting a lot of good experience with diversity, which is something I couldn't have done in Indiana. It's just been an awesome experience. I couldn't have asked for anything better. So.
Table 2 is doing excellent. They're quiet.
We place them in schools in the Rogers Park community, and the whole purpose of that is because Rogers Park is a microcosm of the city of Chicago as it relates to diversity, socioeconomic groups, ethnicity, languages spoken, nationalities, the list goes on and on. But it's an opportunity for them to actually see what the diversity is like in CPS, so they're better prepared to address those differences as they translate into the classroom.
We have students that are homeless. Some live in shelters, some live with family, which technically they don't have their own residence, therefore they're homeless. We have students in foster care, quite a few of students in foster care. Students living with grandparents because parents, for whatever reason, couldn't keep them. We have a lot of low SES students. The school is pretty much typical for that.
I was expecting really poor schools. I was expecting kids out of control running around, and complete opposite. This is one of the best schools I've ever been at in all my placements.
One of the greatest experiences about this has been just getting to know these kids on a individual level. And I have a big class here, 31 students, but I feel that I've really got to know each and every one of these kids, and that's been just an amazing experience for me. Great kids, great classroom, great school.
We want them to get a taste of urban education, but in a school that's well run, that will really show them what our Chicago schools really are like. Not like what sometimes you might hear that they are, but what they really are like. And many of them are beautiful buildings, as you can see behind me, well run, and that's kind of what we're looking for. But we want them to really work with the urban children too.
People in and out over there, and interesting things happen during the day.
The students who come through this program from Indiana University are actually housed in the community where they teach. So they are exposed to the community context of the students in their classroom. Living in the suburban context and commuting in to a Chicago public school every day, and then, once your classroom goes home, you commute back out. So you really are in an artificial environment, a very different environment than your students. So we believe it makes them stronger first-year teachers to have this experience in their pre-service internships.
They're just young and vibrant and energetic, and they brought good ideas with them. And they're hardworking, they're bright, and they love the kids. In fact, one of the teachers is playing basketball after school with the faculty versus the students in a game tonight, and the kids just love them.
We have a very interesting group of kids. I'm in a bilingual classroom, so all of the students, their first language is Spanish, and we're working on English, doing very well. I speak very little Spanish, so I can communicate very well with all of the kids. And we have a lot of fun. We're working on reading and writing most of the day. And we have a lot of fun playing games.
So that everyone knows what you did.
I feel that I'm just kind of miles above and beyond what's expected of a normal student teacher. It prepares you to teach anywhere. I feel that I could be put in, a charter school, a magnet school that's been shut down, or, a city school, suburb school, rural school, and I feel after this to be absolutely prepared to teach any kids anywhere.
I'm a couple stages ahead of other guys as far as in the interview process, for instance. This is a very neat program to be part of. The cultural immersion program, the urban experience, being at this school, being in such a diverse location, that stuff goes such a long way as far as life experience, really, to be honest with you. And I think I'll be able to take that with me everywhere I go.
Best experience I've ever had. I'm so happy I did the extra work to come here, and I want to be an urban teacher now and forever.
I think it's more rewarding. You get to know the students so much better. You really feel like you're a part of the school by the end of the 16 weeks, and I feel like it's a more realistic expectation of student teaching. This is what it's going to be like. But one thing I didn't know about student teaching is that if they don't teach you that, sorry, that you are literally going to fall in love with your kids. I have 30 students that I think about them, I dream about them. My boyfriend knows all their names. He knows what AJ did or what so-and-so did today in school. And I just feel that having this longer placement allows you to get much more attached to your kids than anywhere else.